In this video, we will summarize the Enchiridion of Epictetus, a collection of Epictetus's wisest teachings that might change your life. In particular, we will discuss the 3 key takeaways from the teachings that will help us overcome challenges and transform us into stronger people in the process. But first, who was Epictetus? Now born in 50 AD, Epictetus was a slave that was allowed to study philosophy by his master. Upon gaining his freedom at the age of 33, he taught philosophy in Rome before being banished by the emperor. As a result, Epictetus then moved to Greece to start his own school and teach classes which would essentially become the basis of the Enchiridion. Now, the teachings of Epictetus have inspired many, including the likes of Marcus Aurelius, and he was thought by some to be even more popular than Plato. Now, he was best known for not only being a great thinker, but also embodying his philosophy. As such, Epictetus is considered to be one of the greatest Stoic philosophers. So with that said, let's dive into the 3 key takeaways from the Enchiridion. Now, key takeaway number 1, the power of perception. Epictetus tells us that men are disturbed not by things, but by the view which they take on them. According to Epictetus, the way in which we respond to our environment is what truly matters, and that no matter the circumstance, it is our perception that labels an event as bad or good, and not the stimulus itself. Therefore, by that logic, we have the power to consciously perceive every obstacle as an opportunity for growth. The lesson here is that events don't upset us, but our perception of them do. By understanding this, we can choose to move past whatever life throws at us with a sense of tranquility and strength. Now, key takeaway number 2 is about embodying your philosophy. Epictetus tells us don't explain your philosophy, embody it. He says we shouldn't be telling everyone we are philosophers and that we are living a virtuous life. Trying to force your philosophy onto people without them asking for it is only going to lead to frustration and anger. Rather, Epictetus tells us to be the change we want to see in the world. This is what the world needs. It needs us to lead by example. In doing so, our lives will be the inspiration that others need to live a more virtuous lives for themselves. The lesson here is demonstration, not instruction. Now, in the last key takeaway, Epictetus tells us to focus on what you control. He writes, some things are in our control and some not. Things in our control are our opinions, pursuits, desires, aversions, and in one word, whatever our actions are. Things not in our control are body, property, reputation, command, and in one word, whatever are not our own actions. By focusing on what we don't control, we get frustrated, angry, or anxious very quickly. This is not just an unhealthy mindset, it is also a major waste of time. On the other hand, Epictetus tells us by focusing on what we completely control, we can reclaim our time, preserve our tranquility, and be happy no matter the outcome. So there you have it then. That is the Enchiridion in a nutshell. If you enjoyed it, please feel free to like and share the video. And if you're interested in more Epictetus content, consider subscribing. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.